Namaste dosto, welcome back to Cross Cultural.
Today we're going to watch together a video about...
Interesting video, guys.
Yeah, so interesting because it's a video about the American YouTuber guy who is in jail in India.
Because the men
From Arizona.
go inside of the tribu. Yes?
Yeah.
Inside the tribu? Okay, let's go to see.
Let's go.
An American YouTuber has been arrested for illegally entering a prohibited area in India and trying to make contact with
Yeah, it's a
a
forbidden area.
Oh, it's
that
illegal.
inhabits a remote island in the Bay of Bengal. The Indian government says his actions pose a serious threat to the safety and well-being of the tribe, whose contact with outsiders is prohibited by law in order to
Stupid.
protect the indigenous way of life. Ragini Sudhir Chaure reports.
No.
Ah, it's young.
Yes. It's a YouTuber
On March
influencer.
31st, India arrested
Ah,
Mikhailo
is it
Polyakov, a
so near?
24-year-old US tourist
March.
and social media influencer for
Ah,
trespassing.
it's 24.
Oh my god.
A 24-year-old US tourist and social media influencer
24
for
years.
trespassing into the remote North Sentinel Island.
Yeah, it's dangerous.
Armed with a camera, a coconut, and a can of Diet Coke, Polyakov tried to make contact with the isolated and reclusive Sentinelese tribe, all for a YouTube video. He says he was searching for good content. Polyakov blew a whistle
Original.
off the shore
Original
of
is
the
original.
island in a bid to attract the attention of the tribe. He then landed on the island for around 5 minutes, left the coconut and can of Diet Coke as offerings on the shore, collected sand samples and recorded footage using his GoPro camera. H.S. Dhaliwal, the police chief of Andaman and Nicobar Islands, said that Polyakov had landed in Port Blair on 26th March. He was spotted taking off from a beach in South Andaman on 29th March,
that's
just
stupid.
after midnight. The police has
Ah,
since filed a
midnight.
normal complaint against Polyakov under the Foreigners Act of 1946 for entering a protected tribal reserve or restricted area without permission. The tribal lands are protected under the Andaman and Nicobar Islands Regulation of 1956, which prohibits unauthorized entry to the locations.
Basic investigation is already complete. Of course, all this footage, etc., will also be forensically examined, and whatever is necessary will be done to take this case to the logical conclusion.
And now this
A
boy.
local court sent
Ah, yeah, I
Polyakov
want
to
to know now.
14-day judicial custody. He is
Ah,
set to
okay.
appear again in court
Oh.
on 17th April. The charges carry a possible sentence of up to 5 years in prison and a fine.
Oh, 5 years.
Incidentally, it was not the first time Polyakov had attempted to visit the island. Previous
Ah,
efforts
okay, it's not the
included
first
okay.
time.
attempts in October 2024 when he was thwarted by hotel staff while trying to
recently.
kayak to the island. And another
I think this man have
He's not smart.
no, okay, have a long time free for for do this adventure. Wow.
2025. In that instance, he attempted to attract attention by using a whistle before leaving his offering.
Ah,
He also illegally filmed the remote Jarava tribe while visiting the Baratang
what?
Islands. Survival
Stupid,
International, a
guys.
group protecting tribal rights, called the act deeply disturbing. The group's director, Caroline Pierce, said that Polyakov's actions not only endangered his own life, they put
yeah,
the lives
sure.
of the entire Sentinelese tribe at risk. Polyakov
Exactly.
is not the first to be held guilty of trespass. In 2018, an American tourist, 27-year-old John Chow,
okay.
was killed by the tribe using a bow and arrow. He had paid local fishermen to ferry him to the North Sentinel Island.
Oh, I'm scared.
In 2006,
It's
the tribe had
dangerous,
killed
yeah,
two
it's very
fishermen who
dangerous,
had
guys.
accidentally
Two
landed on the
pescars.
shore.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
scared.
Yeah.
No, okay, but it's so. It's right.
Meet the Sentinelese, the last truly isolated tribe on Earth. They are an indigenous people who inhabit the North Sentinel Island. They may not even know what YouTube is, But now
Yeah.
they're fighting to
Exactly.
stay off it. They live on an island barely 60 square kilometers wide in the heart of the Bay of Bengal,
Wow.
with no telephone, no
Bengala.
electricity, and zero contact with the
Yeah,
outside
they-
world.
Nothing.
And they
How
intend
awesome.
to keep it that way. The North Sentinel Island is forbidden to foreigners and Indian citizens alike. It is out of bounds even to the Indian Navy in a bid to protect its reclusive inhabitants, who number only about 200. It is one of more than 500 islands that form a part of the Andaman and Nicobar archipelago. This chain of islands is situated between
Imagine
the Bay of Bengal.
how lot of tribu in the world is same. About
Yeah,
this,
yeah, I think that exists.
imagine. This is
few
so-
parts, yeah.
This is a one number about the tribu, but imagine in another world, every tribu live this.
Yeah,
To the
yeah.
west and the Andaman Sea.
They choose this
to the
kind of
east.
lifestyle.
It shares a maritime border with Indonesia to the south, Myanmar to the northeast, and Thailand to the southeast.
Oh.
Only 38 of the islands are inhabited, and among those, none is as
Okay.
fiercely protected or as deeply mysterious as the North Sentinel Island. The Indian law enforces an exclusion zone of 5-kilometer radius around the North Sentinel Island. No tourists, no fishermen, no researchers, not because the tribe is in hiding, but because they want to preserve themselves and protect the way of their
Yeah.
life. According to scientists, the
So it's not respectful through them.
About the tribu.
Yeah, I think that is it's not respectful to that.
But no, because for me the people the tribu
Yeah.
don't have anticorp the vaccine,
Okay. Okay.
and so you normal people going to the palm, okay,
Mhm.
e puoi riscontrare la malattia e morire,
Okay. Okay.
ok?
I don't know this.
For me, yes.
ancestors of the Sentinelese tribe may date to 30,000 years ago, part of the first wave of humans
Oh.
out of Africa. While other humans spread, mixed, and migrated, the Sentinelese stayed, cut off, untouched, undisturbed. While others moved into cities, discovered agriculture, and built empires, the Sentinelese continued living as hunter-gatherers, Stone Age survival in the 21st century. The tribe never learned farming. They didn't need to. They forage fruits, fish in shallow waters, and hunt with handcrafted spears and bows. They live
So
among
antique,
nature, with
antique.
nature, and in nature. History has a habit of coming knocking at our door. In 1867, a shipwreck brought outsiders to the island's shore. Survivors were attacked. In 1880, a British naval officer, Maurice Vidal Portman, tried to establish contact with the tribe. Portman is best known for documenting some of the tribes between 1879 and 1901, when he was posted as a superintendent there. He ended up kidnapping an elderly tribal couple and their 4 children. The couple died within days, likely from diseases that their immune
It's
system-
what you told.
Exactly. I don't say in
Is,
English, sorry, but
okay.
hai capito il discorso?
Yeah, now yes, yeah.
had never encountered. The children were returned, but it may have already been too late. For people unexposed to certain diseases, even a
okay, it's what
handshake
you-
can be fatal. What Portman
Because
called
imagine you enter about inside the hospital,
Mm-hmm.
le persone stanno male,
The people are, yeah.
ok?
civilization, the Sentinelese saw it as an invasion. From that day onwards, the message from the island was clear: stay away.
Yeah.
The world didn't stop trying though. In the 1970s and through the 90s, an Indian anthropologist, T.N. Pandit, led several expeditions to the island. He brought with him coconuts, pigs, and even dolls as a gift. Each time, the tribe responded the same way, killing the pig, burying the doll, and rejecting all contact with outsiders. And then came a moment
Yeah, it's
of
very
hope.
dangerous.
In 1991,
What is
another
that?
Indian anthropologist, Madhumala Chattopadhyay, led an expedition to the island. The Sentinelese warmed up to her. For the first time ever, the tribe accepted coconuts from her. A woman from the tribe even stopped a man from firing an arrow at her. But
Oh.
peace was short-lived. After 1991, all attempts at contact ended in hostility. Was it fear? A sense of invasion? Or was it simply a line drawn by people who had already seen too much? In 2004, when a tsunami devastated the region, India flew
scared.
helicopters
Oh, there
over
was
the
a
island to
tsunami.
look for survivors. They were met with a hail of arrows. The message again was unmistakable. We are alive and we don't want your help.
Ah,
Elsewhere in the
okay.
Andamans, the Jarava tribe, once isolated, now struggles with obesity, addiction, and cultural loss. Modern society offered them medicine, music, and marketing,
and they refuse
but
it.
took away their traditions, languages, and peace. The Sentinelese live on, coexisting with nature. They've mastered sustainability while the outside world struggles with it. International law is clear. The UN's Indigenous and Tribal Peoples Convention protects their right to remain uncontacted. India follows a hands-off, eyes-on policy, watching from afar, ready to help, but only if asked. And so far, they haven't.
They
In a world
don't.
racing to connect every corner, the North Sentinel Island remains the only dot on map which remains untouched. It's a place where silence speaks volume. The
They don't
Sentinelese,
need the
They
IM.
don't need us. They
Yeah,
don't need our cities,
they don't need
our
our
gadgets, or our
presence.
civilization. The only
Okay.
thing they have been asking for is peace. And it's time for us to realize that the greatest thing that we can offer them is not a can of Diet Coke, but for us to listen. For us to listen their demand. For us to let them be in peace. With camera person Saurabh, Ragini Sudhir Chore for DD India.
Rest in peace. No,
Yeah,
guys,
guys.
it's just so for me a stupid boy because you no, he died. Potato.
No, he could die.
He
Yeah,
could
he didn't
die.
die, but there
It's
were
so
another guy,
dangerous.
another YouTuber that died. Other
Exactly,
people that
but
died,
so
etc.
no,
So it's very dangerous.
two pescators
Yeah.
so died.
Yeah.
No,
So
guys,
it's very dangerous and
it's
also
so
it's
dangerous.
so risky. Yeah.
The YouTuber now, you are a cool. Oh my God, I have a selfie. How about Tribu? No,
Yeah,
you're
but
not cool.
I also like what the journalist said at the end of the video, because I think that they already told to people, okay, leave us in peace. We want to live like that, and you have to respect. We don't want a diet coke or
Exactly.
some kind of things like
We
that.
are here for help you, Tribu.
Yeah, so I didn't heard this kind of thing, this kind of story, but it's very interesting how they live and where they
Yeah.
live, etc. Where I really like it and I appreciate it. I would like to know other stories like that about other tribes around the world.
Exactly, guys.
Okay, let us know in the comment what do you think about this
Exactly.
video. What do you think about this story as well? If for you
Story.
without a happy end. And let us know in
Okay.
the comment, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you for the
Thank
support.
you for the support.
Subscribe.
Subscribe. Namaste.
Bye bye.